Guys, what is going on? Wait a second. What is going on? So, today we're just taking an opportunity up on gold. And depending on how it deals with this situation that we're currently in, I'll go through and explain our reason for entry. But this is ideally what we're looking at. This is not our overall target either. I'll go through and I'll set these in so you know where we plan to get out and what we plan to do in this trade. But we're up a little. This trade is taken on my phone, on my computer, so you won't be able to see the profit thing there in the corner today. But nonetheless, we're writing out this trade and we're going to see how it does. How far up can we get today, given that today's Friday and we have like a day high and stuff like that. This is the 1 hour candle. We just started the 1 hour. Nice. So our previous day high is still around here. Last 30-minute candle was a doji. But this is currently what we're looking at. I'm gonna just draw on a few more things. And basically gonna start up the day. We have just this one trade. I did take a trade over on, was it GU yesterday? So yeah, it looks like gold is falling back down to our key level here. We have 8.5 to risk. Now the monsoon looks like it wants to crash and go down, but we'll see what it ultimately ends up doing. We are still just battling this resistance area, sorry, this support area. We don't have a candle close on this yet. There we go, just dipping back below, just dipping below, going back above. We'll have to just see how price deals with this area. Probably gonna set an alert or something for this so that we're aware of what's happening. How much are we down from the top? $16. $16, so not bad. We will just keep on with this till the end of the day, something like that. But this should be pretty good trade. This is just more validation that the price is leading upwards. We should have a few Fibonacci levels down here, so we just hit the 127. The only obstruction that we really have to get through are two, basically. So we have this support acting as a resistance that we need to break past above successfully, and then we also just have this moving average which acts as a resistance. So this area does potentially pose some type of issue, but we would like to see the momentum and the buyers close above, maybe retest if it would like, but continue back towards the highs. That's what we can look for, is at least, what is this, day highs? Yeah, so we just broke to new day highs. I would imagine we're going to at least go back to the top or the high of the day. But that being said, let's begin the day. We'll set an alert back here. We'll just see what it does. I need some things. I need some messages, probably some phone calls to make too, to be honest. Not sure how long I'm going to stay on live for, but I'll end up totally fleshing out this trade. We'll look at this from a higher time frame perspective. That way we can understand where we might be planning to get out of this trade. But yeah, I would imagine some volatility is still going to be added in. We still have a few hours, good amount of hours left for the day. This gray matter is not bad. Still just battling that moving average, eh? Looks like we're breaking down. price going to even give us anything fruitful? Or is it not going to comply? Sent out some emails. There must be something I can play. Let's find... So we're down to the second level. Which if price shows no respect to, we're just gonna end up closing. So it has one candle to show some respect, go back above that level, or we're gonna take a close on this trade and call it a loss, because it would ultimately be extending deeper than I would have liked. But we have 35 seconds left, so let's just wait and see actually what happens. Maybe we might have to go and take another trade. Look at USD CAD, that's crazy. This one looks like it's gonna go bullish too. If this is a weekly candlestick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're up very bullish for the week on this. This I'll take. GU. Can at least go to the resistance. We'll take that and drop our stop loss. Something just like this, risk 1 for 4, or risk 1 for 3.7. I should be able to show you this one. About a 10 pip stop loss. GJ's looking like it's gonna be bullish too. Fucking hell, my guy. Entered the wrong position. Entered a sell by accident. This position is to be a buy though. And we have about 39 on the target. I just have to give this one a play as well. See how it comes out. But you've seen this trade that I taken. I took this one in the overnight a few days ago. And so this one worked out right basically to the T. We overextended by just a few pips. 9-10 pips, but this one we're looking to capitalize on. I can show you what the profit is saying. Oops. I was wondering what the fuck was that. But we should be able to see it right there. So I have a quick 30 ball on that. Motherfucker is late. I seen that shit already. So we're just waiting on this. We have risk one for 3.76. And we'll wait. We'll see how we come back with this. Gold is more likely going to reject this level and continue up. But I'm not going to let this loss continue any longer than it needs to be. For something that already goes off into profit, I'm a little tighter with it in regards to not making that previous winner become a loser. But this here is not our trade of focus. It is going to be this here that we want to see climb. and it's got just a few hours to get this done. Today's Friday. I believe today's a US holiday. Today's Thanksgiving? No. Today is... I don't know if today's a holiday. I think Thanksgiving is like yesterday or this weekend or something. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I'll get copyrighted for this as well. Let's try to play some... Brother. Bro, what? Why can't I click on this link? Let's just play this sample mafia type beat. What the fuck? Alexa, connect to Bluetooth.
Searching. Now connected to 247's Mac Mini.
Alexa, turn the volume down to 2. Alright, cool. So this trade is doing its thing. Got a little bit of music in the background. Alexa, turn the volume to 5. The whole thing is just a waiting game. We just gotta wait until we have not only enough profit, but what is this trade even gonna make me? $116. Let's say that is the minimum. That's basic. Would probably try to push it to $150. Because one thing again is that this is a US account, so 150 US is gonna be like 210 Canadian, something like that. It's more than the average man makes a day, so decent enough. Unless this trade's gonna want to close out on a loss for me too. If it does, then that is double the loss for gold and for this. No cooperation out of these pairs today. Absolutely no cooperation so far. We're down, what, halfway? We're down, what, halfway on this? This may be what? I had a losing trade. When? I think it was last night. I closed out a very small loss, kind of like similar to gold. But who knows? Maybe we won't smack the stop loss on this. Imagine I get a copyright strike for this. It'd be hilarious. That shit would be hilarious. I'm just gonna keep waiting on this pair. Yeah, it's probably gonna smack the stop loss, to be honest with you. Probably we're like 2 pips from there. Yeah, some messages I forgot about. TikTok, you guys finally joined. Fuck it, I'm just gonna retire that. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. But yeah, we'll see how the US dollar wants to treat us today. If price will do what we ask of it. We have our stop loss set. I don't really go through and planning to take another trade after this one. But I mean, if the opportunity is too gorgeous, then maybe. I'm not gonna spend too much time on live because there's some other things I want to put out and get done. I don't like how this trade is just nearing near a stop loss and just edging it. Gold continued up, just like we thought. Rejection of that level. Fairly close to the stop. What do we think? Think gold's gonna hit the stop? Think gold's gonna hit the stop, or bring us back towards break even at least, or hit the target? That's our stop. Price didn't seem to hit it. Price is very close to it. Oh no, there it closed. There it closed. You can see that it's gone now. So lost about 40 something on that trade there. Something like that. But that is fine. That is fine. Should we go through and take another trade somewhere? Or should we let it be? Gold is still valid. Gold is still a valid opportunity. Actually, probably could get in now, just given these. We have this slight rejection on the moving average. Looks like the moving average is about to cross back over into bullish. 4 minutes into this candle. I'll take it. Let me just do this on the master. My stop loss I just set too wide, I know that. Only because the stop loss must go in there. I put it at can put it below the support. And then I'll map out an actual target for it. So we could definitely target these two levels we have here and right up here. Okay, so we have these two levels. I'll delete all this other stuff. going down just a little bit. I need to put the stop loss in the correct place, which is going to be down there at $5.55. And what price is that? 41.91.77. So I dropped that down to 70. Stop loss, additional 7 cents. Boom. And we're gonna look how high up to carry this on. Is that forever straight? But yeah, how high up are we gonna target? We can get some crazy volatility. Let's see what news is supposed to come out. We'll put our target over here at 42.44.90. Take profit. $42.44.90. So we'll settle with this and see what this trade ends up doing. For sure. Do your thing. Let's lock that in. These gold setups. There's no need to exit the first one, but I was just minimizing my loss on them. Like I said, it was already a trade that was in profit. There's no need for me to carry it into much drawdown. And we got a ton of hours left for the day. The only thing is I believe it's a US holiday today. It says not a holiday, although it is the day after Thanksgiving, which is a federal holiday. So, I don't know. I seen something that the market would be closed, or maybe like the stock market. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, so it says November 28, U.S. markets will be closed at 1 p.m. It's a business day as usual for the Canadian markets. So, oh, we can't see the gold trade. You see, we're inching up into profit there. And what's amazing about this is that these same trades that I'm taking, so this trade as it's going off into profit, managed well depending on risk. But this same trade is sent over into the Discord and is copied onto every trader's account that is signed up for the auto trader. So all these things get copied over, and I do have a specified way of getting it set up. I do recommend doing it through the broker I'm using. I know it works this way 100%. So if you try to apply it to a completely different account, different restrictions, and a bunch of other limitations and settings that other brokers will set up, the code, the expert advisor, is a little different to set up and might require help, essentially. My dollar risk on this is not bad. Not bad at all. Time is good. It's 10 o'clock. We should play another game of chess. So let's go. I should really be training. I need to learn more. See how I can do better, honestly. Oh no, shocker. GU's coming back, but we'll see about this. We haven't even dived to any newer lows, right? We did come into contact with this previous one, which these are just acting as supports. Like I always mention, the market is going to go through these push and then consolidating moments where market is going to make those extremes, kind of like what it did here. And then from the extreme, we go back into something filled with more order. We're more likely to just get clear structure and not as many extreme moves. Dangerous. Oh wait, we can't even see the profit. There it is. See what moves this guy can really pull out. Nice. I don't know why this thing looks like this. Today's Friday, but next Friday will definitely have a lot more activity given that when I have NFP. If I move this here, putting too much pressure along this wave, probably develop some other pieces. Tragic. I think I'm done playing the left. This little nigga's not thinking. He not really thinking. I don't like playing people that are lower thing than me. Sure, I might lose sometimes, but can I threaten this? Can with this. And that poses a block. I'm gonna try to take this one out, force its queen out, and see what we can do. That was a bad move. Okay, look, take this, take this. He's gonna have to move his queen to remove this piece, or he doesn't. You can try to move forward, but then I'm just gonna take his queen. He's in a dilemma. What you gonna do, Kush? You're in a bind. He moved it. Smart move. He would like to chat. Oh, look at that. He didn't take my piece. I'm pretty sure the shit says I'm from Canada. The fuck? He's focused on the wrong thing. He's texting. He's texting. He's supposed to be figuring out how to beat me. Bro, that last game I played was fucking ridiculous. The fact that I was fucking hunting him down and then the game ended in a draw. I don't know. This is my sys ID. I'm playing against someone who don't know how to play. Bro, run the game, bro. Play, my guy. Guys, focus on conversations and not the game. Is there a website you can do wagered matches? Kind of like if you could do wagered matches. Oh, bro. GU? Let's take a look at GU real quick. I don't think that guy's gonna play. Stop out ever so nicely. Price is going back to highs. We had just touching back down to its previous zone. We just weren't aware of this. We could have took a better entry on this as well. But oh well, we got what we got. We just want to see gold pump. What's this green line again? Move this king. Well, for sure I want to free up. Look, he's gonna take this piece because it's open. But not anymore. I need to free this up so I can lock off this area. I moved the wrong piece, that's crazy. That would disable my... Fuck it. Fuck it. Looks like we're not getting no movement. Pretty much consolidation, though. We're ticking back towards that candlestick high. We would need a lot of news to coincide with price to get some really good movements, some volatile moves. Should I just play on a sooner and eliminate these? I think it's better I complete this setup. GU's not stopping though, that's for sure. Boom, he's gonna take this and ah, shit. Shit. He's gonna take my knight. Or he can move his queen. Where's he gonna move his queen to? Can't move it here, can't move it here. He's gonna have to take my knight. Why would he do that? He didn't care to lose his piece. GU not stopping. And gold is just fucking hell. Too bad we didn't stay in this position. This is, I don't know, halfway. Can't believe this guy abandoned the game. Big L, bro. I hate when people do that shit. But this, I think we know what we're gonna do. Too bad we can't fast track it, but we're slowly climbing up. Slowly climbing up. Slowly. Starting to do something because GU is already showing it. You know what I mean? GU's already showing it. And we've gone up quite a bit more. So gold still has to do its job. We're doing something. We're doing something. Maybe we should go through with another game and we have a little more context. I do have some things to put together. But yeah, gold is not something I really see that's going to be finished today. Where are we? This is all news that has come out already. Canada budget balance is coming out in 30 seconds at 11. This is coming out at the end of the day. The market's already going to be closed damn near. These are all on Saturday for China. So most likely I'm going to leave this trade at like 12. Get out a little early. And just call this trade a small winner. Unless this Canadian somehow has some effect, or the new hour has some effect as to the buyers and the sellers getting into the market. But what I would like to see is just a lot of volatility on this. Next week, next Friday, is going to be way better when it comes to news. This is going to come out in the night. JPY is gonna have some likelihood to move when the market opens. These are all after market opens as well. Monday's kind of slow. Tuesday should have some. Wednesday, is that Wednesday? Yeah, a lot of green stuff. And not that I really check these, I don't trade based on news, but I do know that the news and the actual setups on the pairs, the technical setups, those somehow just always come in line. There's always a reason for why something happens. So if it's a big reason, it's probably economic news, and price is always supported with the news. Not always, but money moves things. And so when they come out with a news report with the facts on why something is, it can cause a lot of shift. Butterfly effect. So we just plan to hold this trade a bit longer. Should we play another game of chess? I mean, I need all the training I can get. We'll give this another few minutes. How much time did we have each? 10 minutes? Yeah, we have 10 minutes, so this game could be 20 minutes long. $300. He has more than me. Still. You think he's nice? I can let him come in if he wants. He's gonna lose his piece. It's guaranteed. Just a slight pullback I would see. This candle's already interacted with, come down to here, but only these two areas. This one has already been interacted by this big green candle, so we'll just see how that plays out. But one of the crucial things is the fact that last time we were here, we got this. And so we're basically have to see how price deals with this area the next time we're here. What do I want to do? Go 221. What are you gonna do now? He retreated. I have two plays on this still. I have this, and I have this, and I have this. How much pips are we up? Just about $7? $7? $6? that Canadian thing came out. Came out bad, I guess. Okay, I could sweep this. King would be in danger. Can let him come here, take this, develop the rest of my pieces. The game is completely changed now. This guy doesn't stand a chance. Price is doing a little drop right now. Let's just see how these last throughout the candles. He pushed up here, trying to tease me like I'm a fucking idiot. What am I gonna do right now? He's gotta, like, I don't know. What is he gonna do? He retreated. Gold isn't really giving us anything. We're not having the best reaction to that previous resistance area that I just mentioned. What is he gonna do? Take this? If he wanted to take this, he would have taken it. What can I take? His king can't advance at all. It's trapped, and I can keep this here. There's no point in me doing that shit. I'm just gonna advance. GU is going back up as well. Gold, I guess, is trickling back up. Kush. He's not threatening any of my pieces. So. Oh, nice. Look at that. Exposed. It's gonna be alright, little dude. Like I said, these would be key areas. Now that these wick areas have been hit out, well, have been basically completed, price had went up, come back to these areas. Same thing with this. After it broke above, we finally got that retest of that area. It happened with 2 candles.
but the second one was with one candle. So now that these areas have been hit, also the moving average has been hit, we can now go up to make some new highs. But still, I want to be aware of these levels and or how we react to them, and then what this next candle is going to be. Is it going to be like a morning star pattern or what? He moved this up, he's threatening this, never took it, he's threatening this. Oh, am I a retard? I'll do that. I'm running out of time. Gold is dropping. Look at that. Maybe he was right. Oh my god. Oh my god. He was right. Oh my god. It goes up here. Oh my god. He might actually beat me. He might actually beat me. Oof. Again. King's on retreat. My king's on retreat. Nice, beautiful. So what country is that? Spain? What do I want to do? Take this. If I move this here, I'll have some authority over taking this. It's fine. I want some authority on taking that piece. He thinks he did damage. He thinks he did damage. I have a minute and 42 seconds left. I have not much time to waste. Oh. He's right. Time is of the essence. Oh, is he gonna? You're right. I'll take that off the board. I was done for that. I was done for that. Wait, you just took my queen? Nice. I just don't want this game to fucking end in a draw. That'd be terrible. He took that. Fuck, the piece was supposed to go there. Fuck, the piece was supposed to go there. You're gonna try to take this. What if I move there? Boom. Fuck. Fuck. I won't be able to do anything. I lost. Did I lose? I don't think I lost yet. I don't know if this game is even gonna be able to lose. Or is it gonna be a draws game? No, I'm not gonna pull that. I shouldn't have lost my queen there. That was a bad job. He's gonna take this. Good job. You were outplayed in phone's taxing endgame. I shouldn't have lost there, but I did. Look at that. Gold is coming back. What is GU doing? GU is stalling a bit over the last few minutes. But still back towards what it is, a day high. High of the day. A little bit more to go before our target would have been hit. Gold. So far, so good with dealing with this resistance level.
We're moving. But at what cost? Yeah, I have to plan out some things. It's 11:30. We're at what, 100 pips on gold now? So that's pretty well done. Can't complain about that. Gold is, GU is trickling down just a little. But like what do I always say? We have the push, the consolidation, the extreme, and likely to have push back up. Though I will say, because this push up is so so direct, we may get a pullback, obviously to a key area, maybe down to this level or around here, and also somehow coinciding with the swing low to swing high area. So maybe the first level here, or I see the second level realistically. But gold, where this is the 1 minute time frame, we have 1 minute and 10 seconds left on this candle. So but yeah, so we're gonna give this a little bit of time and we'll come back and see if that was an accident. I don't know what this should be doing. But yeah, we're gonna just let this run for a few more hours. We'll track it. We can obviously even now just pull our stop loss up to break even at least. 5 minute candle just closed, still inching up higher. GU is doing the opposite. GU is going down a little. But like I said, to these two key areas before price will try to complete its move. As long as gold keeps doing this, I'm not mad at it. And keep doing its thing. And we'll make some money with it. I would have this screen shown on TikTok, but TikTok likes to ban me from Streamlabs. So I don't know what it is, but they try to do that shit. Gold is pushing. We're back to the highs of the day. We're about $200 off of the all-time high. Something like that. Yeah, that's not what I was trying to do at all. But gold's moving, and that's really good. That's really good. That's about 100 Canadian now. And if this goes up to its target and hit its target, which we probably won't hold for that long, unless there's just volatility. That target, it's like 300 and something. So yeah, that's like 300 and something. So that would be a few days worth of work. 4 days, 5 days, something like that. Probably not 5 days. Honestly, maybe like 3 days. We're making some money. And the Discord, everyone in the Discord's making money. Everyone in the auto trader is making money. So we're up $13 on gold. Took a $5.60 stop loss. Target $47. But at least we got to see the move. Bitcoin's taking a slamming. Key structure. This right here is the same kind of structure we're looking at. Peak above. People are going to call it a false breakout. But we just have to remember the liquidity is being pulled. So price is peaking this area, most likely going to peak down here as well, but to some extreme. So we may come down to this level, and then it may want to go back down, or we can just continue the bear pressure. Realistically, I would imagine that the bear pressure continues, given that we are on a downward trend here. All we are is running into these resistances. And so we do give a good likelihood if we can break this area that we'll visit this area next, and then we'll see how price deals with this, the low, and if we'll go down to newer lows. But yeah, Bitcoin is definitely looking bearish. We'll look back at that in like 2 weeks, and you'll see. Maybe not. But yeah,
this is kind of like the last time we were looking at this pair. It is quite a tough area that we're heading into, given that the structure directly to the left of that, the lot at this same price point, we did turn around, right? So there's some heavy resistance in this area that tries to keep price from advancing. So far so good on this. We're at 68, 67, something like that, and we should keep pushing up. I will most likely just pull the stop loss up to break even. At least that way for the live, something is covered, something is earned, I guess. So this is the Discord. This is the trade that we just had that we lost, GU. We had the gold trade, which was long. You can see we entered, we quickly dropped in our take profit and our stop loss at 100 and the pip count for gold and pip count for the forex pairs are a little different. So this one, if we count it, we're about $10.13. We're taking just about a 5% risk on 5.7% risk on this trade. Initially, because I put the stop loss in the wrong place. So entry, could have put way more on this position, but it's a low risk position. We updated our stop loss, just wanted to put something in a moment. This is the real stop loss that price is set at. You can see when this market became really good to actually take the trade on. Just look at that beautiful structure. Beautiful structure. Consolidation, push, a little bit of consolidation, push back down to these levels, back up. So our entry is a little off, but it was right enough for us to not really experience any drawdown. Then we have our target getting set in, which it's not displayed, but I'll make sure it's there in the next picture. Gold is making money. So exactly like I said before, with the candle wicks trying to touch each other, it's not that this is going to always happen, but there's a likelihood when the market is starting to trend that it's going to display these things. So we had this one happen. We can still get one here, so the market can still pull back to some degree before trying to push up if it needs more liquidity to do that. Otherwise it would just go up. But you can look for these type of things to get filled. Let me mark the 30 minutes. You can see these somehow come in line with the moving average. So I'd be looking to still carry this up. I will most definitely be ending the live just now though, because we've been here for almost 2 hours. And I think we got the point across. Gold at the moment is making an evening star. It's a bearish setup. We have to note as well that, remember, we're still dealing with this resistance area. And right at the top of it, we pulled some positions, formed a bullish doji, and if this 5 minutes were to close, like stay the same for the next 2 minutes, we would have a bearish evening star. So that would key us to price kind of wants to reject this area and go down, but we already have a bunch of identifiers like the higher highs, lower lows, sorry, higher highs and higher lows that are being made into the market. We have the moving average and we have the support and resistance areas as well. So we're just going to keep with it. I'm going to move my stop loss over to something to cover the position. That way there is no turning against this, because it's like the last gold trade I took during the live stream. That trade, I set the stop loss in. Let me see if I can actually pull it up. I set the stop loss in and we ended up falling down to hit the stop loss. What day was it? I want to say maybe it was this day, Tuesday. But the play is obviously not there still. So, safe spots I could put the stop loss, at least for now. We could do that right there. What price is that? 2100? 4101. And that would secure us just a few dollars. Okay, stop loss is moved. Here, all of those notifications, it's being sent over into the Discord. I still didn't show the take profit, that's fine. Says where it is there. I have 2% covered on the position. This is the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, 2% covered, and I'm up 4.9%. Risk 1 for 12. No. We did risk 1 for 1.8. Risk 1 for 8.6. And we have a much better risk profile now. Let me see what the number exactly is. 12. Coordinates will do 13. So yeah, this area should not be hit unless any wide sweeps, wide volatility, anything like that. So this is a safe zone that I would keep. And if we do just have 5 minutes. I do a 5-minute candle that closes below this moving average. I will just close everything. Take the profit where it is. Ooh, look at that. Are we gonna hit our stop loss? Maybe. Let's see. Like I said, so we had these areas, black line, and the blue line, as support areas that price could rebound off of. We also had this one here, which is marked. No. It's not clearly marked, but it goes in line with these and this, just because, like I said, the candle wicks get touched. And so this would be one of those touches to this area, given that we also just have a really big candle. There's no retest of this area. So let's just see how price deals with these areas. Our position is already safe. Like a playbook, okay? Absolutely like a playbook. Like a playbook. Understanding the price action, understanding the market structure really helps to take proper trades. You know, we got into this trade, we didn't experience too much drawdown. We placed our trade at a key level nonetheless. That price would have to break through our support area to get that done, to knock us out and properly prove us incorrect. You want to be proven incorrect when you take your trades, so at least you can get out of it. Don't be incorrect and stay in the trade. You're just going to incur greater losses. So this is a decent trade for us. No, I don't want to do this shit right now. The gold is moving. We're gonna round this off perfectly in 10 minutes. Look at gold go. Closing now would be So now that we cleared these areas ever so nicely, let's delete these. Don't think we'll come back down to these levels. Shouldn't, if the trend is to continue. Do we have any other levels? No. Only one's a lot lower. So price, next candle, I would imagine it would go up unless the resistance just keeps holding. But we're about to battle that resistance again. So as long as price can stay up and breaking through its resistances, pretty sure we all know that means good things and that price is increasing. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with that guy. Gold is going to give us what we need? Probably. Probably. We only got 6 minutes. 6 minutes? Yeah, 6 minutes. We'll miss the hour candle close. But by all means, if you're watching this video after the stream, check what happened. Did we fall through and hit our stop loss? Because that was the case for the last stream that we were trading gold. Pretty sure a few minutes after the live ended, we went down, hit our stop loss, which was in profit, and that trade was good. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yesterday, oh wait, the test message is still in here. Let's see, can we find gold? November 20th. That was 8 days ago. This. So this is when we moved our gold trade from the last stream into profit, and then the trade came down, hit our stop loss. We covered out for 9.8%. Made what, $6? Almost $6. And we're in the trade for about almost 4 hours, so not bad. I think some of these are tests, some of these shouldn't be, but look at that volatility slowing down at the resistance, being crushed between the moving average and the resistance, the price resistance. Should we take it? I think we might take it. It's Friday. We had a bunch of trades this week. Those turned out fine overall. So, not really worried about that. How much? And we're at the day high. We have to take that in as well. Is gold gonna close at the high of the day? Sure, it happens sometimes, but not every day it's closing at the high or at the max high, 10 pips from the high, something like that. Currently about $6 from the high. I think we're gonna call it. Our stop loss is at 3.6, and Okay, so the target is at 3.6. That's double. Almost double and a half is what I currently have. It's not even too much still, but it's a decent trade. It's a decent trade. I'm gonna hold on this and can move the stop loss up just a bit as well. How much would I be increasing it by? 60 cents? I don't think so, bud. This thing said US markets are going to be stock market close at 1 p.m. because of the holiday, yesterday's holiday. Two dojis on this. Or we'll see what this candle closes like, but it's looking like we're gonna get a break of this. Even if it rallies, who cares? I would hold for it to continue up, but we're at the day high, bro. Look at this. Does gold close near the day high? Yes, sometimes. Like this. Kind of like this. But we have very few. We have 4 hours left of this. Not bad. We're gonna hold this and let it keep doing its thing. The stop loss is already in there at a profitable. We have $6 covered, almost 1 hour, almost 1 hour covered. So I'll keep holding this trade. We'll see how the trade ends up on the next stream or whenever we get back to this. But yeah, I will definitely close by the end of the day. I'm not holding this over the weekend. So an hour before the market closes, I generally try to make sure I'm out by. Yeah, the last hour, the last 2 hours, look to exit the market, find a good way, an opportunity out. If we do end up doing anything catastrophic, bearish candle breaking this level, I'll close this as well. We've already covered, like I mentioned before, the lower levels that price could retrace to, and so I don't want price to come here and start sitting at this area, right? That's not what I'm looking for. Even if this next candle closes below, I'm gonna close this. We're already up more than 1 hour for this position. Our total thing was risk 1 for 8. So what is this? Or let me just do it like this. We're up 1.6 R. $1.6 R is where we are now.
we will try to close this position soon within the next 4 hours. Catch you in the next stream.